Hey YouTube, it's your girl Javina Love back with another video. Welcome back, welcome back. How are you doing, my busy bees? Staying busy, I hope? Keeping it sexy? Always, darling. This morning I want to do a quick get ready with me. I have this L'Oreal Infallible Army Camel paint. I found it at my $1.99 plus store for $1. Yeah, so you know your girl jumped on it. And today we're finger painting. Oh yeah, a little finger paint. So I've already primed and I've done my mask first type base. So all I'm doing is going to make sure I draw on evenly where I want it, and then we're going to get finger painting. I know I'm usually the lady at my church. They where I volunteer at, which is the food pantry, and in the kitchen, they always call me the lady with the purple eyeshadow. Well, today they're going to be shocked because I'm wearing camel green. And I always seem to wear some kind of hue of purple eyeshadow. It's just my signature thing, I guess. I didn't even realize it until I went yesterday and they were like, oh my goodness, look at your purple, it's standout gorgeous. And I didn't realize, oh my goodness, and they're like, you are the lady in purple. And I was like, oh my goodness, I did realize you guys call me that, but I did not realize I actually do it every time. So this morning I decided, no, throw that away, jump that out your bag, let's grab something a little different and crazy, and probably can use this again for Christmas because it is still a very pretty green, like I think can be a dual for Christmas. And as you see, I'm using my finger. It's buildable. It is buildable. Ooh, this light is just so bright in my eyes. There we go. There we go. Maybe that'll be better because the saturation just looked way washed out. Okay. That is that for that part. Now we're going to go into the lighter side. And put that in the inner. If you don't feel comfortable using your fingers, you can use these doe foot applicators, but you are going to get a thick amount of product out. Like I have like clumpies right here. And that's where you have to either use your finger or you're going to have to use some type of smudger, blender, brush. I have a smudger here to just make sure that area where the clumps are gone. And it's usually just the edges. And then I just take another finger and blend that green into the other green. And that is as easy as that. And then I'm going to go into my into the Jack Skellington palette from Makeup Revolution. I got the book and I love, love, love this thing. I'm going to go into this green here and put it just kind of in the middle to combine the two. Oh, I see another green now that I could have used too, but this is more this color green, the camel green, and with the little gold shift. It has a gold shift to it, so I'm going to kind of blend it out in the middle just to give that brightness to the eye. I think that's really cute. Second time I've created this type of look, but I use a different, the first time I used the black pigment on the outer side of the eye. I try to stay away from black when I go to church because it just makes me have raccoon eyes. It isn't because of a religious thing or anything. It's just my insecurity with black fallout and black itself. Even after I put my foundation on, after I put it on, I just seem to always go out in the parking lot because I cry, I tear up, have smudges of black under my eyes, and that's no bueno. Flat out. I do have some smudging from my finger under my eye. And I'm going to dab that out, and I'm going to use a little of this Laura Geller setting powder to kind of dull that out, because I did touch myself and make it a mess. I am sorry. That didn't go into a dirty mind. That actually went into a song from the 90s or the 80s early on. And that's where my mind went. Just for like a whole 2 seconds. I was like, I touched myself. I don't know if you guys remember that song. I touch myself. I want you to touch me. I forget myself. I want you to remind me. That whole gig got me grounded on almost a weekly basis. Oh yeah, because your girl was young, singing that song, dancing to it. I wasn't dancing in public, but I did go to dance classes, and I had to learn and create my own routine. You know, that's like your final. You have to come up with your own routine, dance, or what have you, and perform it in front of the whole class. And sometimes you invite guests, sometimes you don't. But because we were kids, you know, we were under the age of 18. The class was basically toddlers to 18-year-olds, and some older ones. I believe there were some adults there, but you had to perform in front of everybody. And I had no problem doing that. I wasn't scared at all. But my parents were mortified when they realized the song that I picked. And I didn't know what the words meant. It was way before your girl knew what that song meant. And nobody understood. I didn't understand why they were all mortified. I didn't understand why I was being grounded. Because nobody really broke it down in my family. I'm telling you, I have the House of Secrets. Have you ever heard of Flowers in the Attics by V.C. Andrews? And a lot of the Tyler Perry movies? That's all I got to say about that. Okay? I think they wanted that, so they created it. And that's where you got to be careful not to want so much in life, I think, when it comes to those things, because money and causes greed. It doesn't. You think you have power, but it's greed, and it's just all the sins come out. And then you got people that are legitly out to get you, and those that are legitly, there to love you, and they get the short end of the stick every time. You see that? I love that. That was just so simple with the wing. Bam! Nice little wing using my Tarteus 2-set. When these things come back, I got this in a Ipsy bag. Ooh, I cannot wait for them to come back on like an add-on, because that's everything in your life that you need. It's a dual-ended, very blendable, smudgy pencil, and then a very soft to the touch pen on top. And I said I wasn't going to go black, but I have to smoke this out right here with a little bit of black shimmer. It's kind of silvery more than black. And that's really just to combine the top to the bottom, kind of without bringing that grin down. Since that is the new gig, and I like to be a part of that in crowd when it comes to makeup. Only. I refuse to be a part of the in crowd with anything else, though. Too lazy to get into drugs, and alcohol. I'm just one of those type of people. I think I was more addicted to, the only major addiction I have is makeup and movies. And I'm so glad that you're not able to get them and smoke them up, snort them up your nose, My grandmother, basically, we had an addiction to makeup, to our little things, like her porcelain dolls, my makeup, and my movies, to the point where I asked her a lot of times, are we hoarders? And she goes, no. Can you walk through your room? I said, yes. Are your movies on the floor? No. Did your daddy not build you a beautiful, shelf to put your stuff on? And you got it all nicely and organized and displayed beautifully? And I said, yes. She said, then you're not a hoarder. You're a collector, an enthusiast. And I said, oh, good to know. So when the next time somebody would say, oh, you're just hoarding those movies, I'm collecting these movies because they'll be obsolete. And I just heard the other day the worst thing ever. And it was devastating to me to hear this come out of a young person's mouth. And I know that this young person had to be at least 27, almost 30 years old, right? I'm using the Ciate London spray, the one we got in a BoxyCharm that's kind of dewy. Only because I'm going to be outside and it's going to be warmer today. And I don't want my powder to smudge that bad, you know what I mean? But yes, this young person said something that just, if I wasn't sitting down, I'd have fell off my chair. Y'all ready to hear what he said? He's a YouTuber, but now I only see him behind the scenes with his wife, and they've got a very large channel. He said, I haven't seen a DVD in forever. If you haven't seen a DVD in forever, young man, that means that if we say, the collective few that know, I used to watch that movie on VHS, he may not even know what that is either. Child, it had me combobulated, confused, and just stuck. Because I know why my 6-year-old didn't know when he was only 2 years old what a VHS tape was. He had never seen one before. I knew that only because I had him put away. But when I was organizing and cleaning up, he saw me and he asked what it was, and I told him. And he cracked up because he was like, he didn't understand how we watch movies like that. And so my dad brought out the dual decker, DVD, VHS that we used to have, when they came out as a dual. And mine still works, his still works. And we put it on for him to see. And he still cracked up. I mean, my baby's got the precious laugh, the preciousest laugh. I was so surprised. Oh, that's not the mascara I wanted to wear today. Dang it. I wanted to use the Wonder Beauty mascara because the Betty Boop is starting to make me clump. And I don't know if it's because it's getting maybe dried out because I've been using it a ton. I don't know. But it is starting to get super, super clumpy and to the point where I'm just like disgusted by it. Even though it's covered by my lashes, I'm just like, this is no bueno, this ain't right, this ain't happening. But the Wonder Beauty wand for this one, which is the Volume and Curl Mascara, it's the burgundy one, basically, because I also have the Mile High Club, which is a gold one. I'm going to use Remy Rose Lashes in Glam today. I found these also at my Dollar Tree and the $1.99 store for $1. So these are some beautiful lashes for $1. I got all my tools in my pocket because I'm getting ready to go to the church, you know what I mean? Okay. Bust out some glue. Scissors. Okay, I want to talk about something because we need to talk just for a second. Now, I was in a live the other day, and like I stated, we talk about any and everything we want. In this particular live, we brought up a couple of very important topics about having your channel flagged, or getting a strike, or getting a warning of a strike, or even having your videos just completely taken down because of YouTube's algorithm or YouTube's tripping. And how YouTube just did a couple of purges, removing subscribers from our channels. Big YouTubers and little YouTubers were, washed. And I think they're just looking for bots, which are, the artificial people out there, which is all good. So I put a little lash glue on these lashes so that the edges don't go anywhere. And then I'm going to use the liner from Zola, which I am in love with. This is their Magic Lash adhesive. And for some reason, for me, it just seems to work better on top of my liner than on the bottom. I need a little wand to bring my real lashes down a little bit. But yeah, we were talking about everything and everything, right? And how there are certain topics that YouTube strike certain people who bring them money or whatnot, right? Why, after we had that conversation, did one of my other favorite YouTubers come on, and she totally does marijuana boxes, canna boxes, unboxings on her channel. She gets them every month. She gets a ton of them in PR. And yeah, there's no, drugs in the box itself. You may get a CBD roll of the sort, but you're not going to get any drugs itself, right? Well, this time around, and usually she never does any, like, she shows you what the tool may be, if it's a bubbler, a bong, a pipe, or whatever, and then she shows you, just how cute it is, and unboxing it, and all the, the usual stitch. Well, yesterday, you guys are not going to believe what the child did on camera. I don't know. I can't say for sure if it was... Yeah, I know. And I'm for sure it wasn't CBD in her pipe. It was totally marijuana. I know for sure. My heart's just saying, you know it. Don't say you don't know. you know it was, 'cause she is a devoted marijuana smoker, and she let you know that. She's got a couple of YouTube channels and a weed tube channel to do, because she has been getting some grief from YouTube about her unboxings of the weed boxes. And I don't know if you guys know her. I don't want to really say her name or throw her under the bus or anything, because I'm not saying it's a bad thing that she smoked. I'm just saying, if one of us that did it, well, you know, somebody who's not of YouTube standards as like flat out Jeffree Star. I just have to say it because that's the easiest way to say it. It's just like, we're not Jeffree Star. We're not making them enough money. They'll flag us. They would snatch our channels, strike us out. But this woman just started getting flagged. But prior to that, I know she was really, really good at what she does. And you're like, well, just tell us who she is. Christy Hardis. I know a lot of you probably heard her. She does a lot of unboxing and try-ons, and she does her unboxings style is like, this is what I got last month. Did I keep it? Did I use it? Did I like it? This is what I got this month. Let's put it on my face. And I like that. And I've always loved her channel for that. I don't even go... I know a lot of my micro YouTuber friends have Splendy Box, and a couple of other boxes that contain like underwear or adult theme boxes that get harassed and flagged and tagged, even though they're being very, very discreet and very careful with their words. It just reminds me of how the Trisha Paytas box kind of sabotaged us too. To not be able to say the title of her box. I mean, I never ordered it. I wanted it, the first box. My daughter and I were going to get it. But then I said, you know, it's best if we let the first box roll and see reviews. I regret that for Hank and Henry, though. When his first box subscription came out, I should have grabbed it instead of waiting to see how it was going to go, because it went out the door. Y'all know that. His box didn't stay around after... His subscription didn't stay around, but we love his makeup and we love his box, right? Because I know I do. I love his mystery boxes. But yeah, that is it, my busy bees. This is the look. These are my Dollar Remy lashes, rocking the world right now. Leave me your thoughts, your love, your prayers, and whatever you would like in the description box below, or in the description box, in the comment section. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by and spending some time with us. And if you're not new here, hey, how you doing? And if it's your birthday today, happy birthday. I see you, and I will see you all in the next video. Be good to each other. Do something good for yourself today. Is it hump day? I think it's Thursday, but do something good for yourself today. Get out and take a little walk in a small park or something. And say hi to a stranger with a smile. It sometimes brightens up their day. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.